Building a personal brand, your path to success. Today, we're diving into one of the most crucial elements of success in today's fast-paced digital world, building a personal brand. In a crowded market filled with competition, it's easy to feel like you're just another voice in the noise. But let me tell you, that doesn't have to be the case. In fact, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to stand out and create a personal brand that commands attention, respect, and most importantly, value. I'm going to walk you through step by step how to develop a personal brand that not only separates you from the crowd, but also positions you as an expert, as someone others trust, and someone who truly owns his space. We'll discuss everything from identifying your unique value proposition to the specific steps you can take daily to build and nurture that brand. And stay tuned until the very end, because I'll be revealing the #1 secret that changed everything for me when it came to building a personal brand. This is something that once I figured it out, took my journey to the next level. So let's break down today's discussion. Understanding the importance of a personal brand, why it's essential for your success and growth. Identifying what makes you unique, how to find and highlight your strengths and skills that separate you from others. Building trust and authority, the key to becoming the go-to person in your field. How to use social media to build your brand, leveraging platforms effectively without getting lost in the noise. Creating consistency and staying authentic. How to maintain a brand that's true to you while being attractive to your audience. The #1 secret to rapidly growing your brand. This is the game changer. You're not going to want to miss this. So if you're ready to stop blending in and start standing out, let's get into it. Let's start with the foundation. Building a personal brand is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. You need to establish yourself as someone with knowledge, value, and a clear identity, especially in today's marketplace where opportunities are everywhere, but so are the people vying for them. Whether you're looking to grow a business, build an online following, or just gain recognition in your field, your personal brand is what will set you apart. Think about it. In this digital age, anyone can create an Instagram profile, a TikTok, or a YouTube channel, but not everyone does it with purpose. Everyone has something to say, but only a few people say it in a way that resonates, that feels authentic, that holds weight. That's the difference we're going to make today. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear path forward to create a personal brand that's both authentic and impactful. Now, how do we stand out in this crowded space? One of the most important steps in creating a personal brand is understanding what sets you apart from everyone else. It's easy to look at the competition and feel overwhelmed. But here's the thing, you don't need to do what everyone else is doing. You don't need to copy anyone. What you need is to identify what makes you different. Ask yourself these questions. What am I good at? What do I enjoy? What do I bring to the table that others don't? This doesn't need to be groundbreaking, but it needs to be genuine. Whether it's your passion, your approach, or your personal story, there is something about you that others can't replicate. Let me give you an example from my own journey. When I first started out in this space, I felt like a small fish in a huge pond. There were so many influencers, coaches, and experts talking about the same things: self-improvement, business, success, dating. But what I realized was that I had a unique perspective to offer. I wasn't just another guy giving advice. I had a set of experiences, trials, and failures that allowed me to truly understand what worked and what didn't. For me, it was my ability to distill complex topics into actionable advice. But most importantly, it was my ability to relate to men who were in the same position I was years ago, unsure of how to build confidence, improve their lives, and take control of their future. I wasn't trying to be someone else. I was leveraging my own story. So find your unique angle, and don't be afraid to share your experiences. Your story is one of your greatest assets. Once you've identified your unique value, the next step is building trust and authority. This is essential if you want people to take you seriously. You have to establish yourself as someone who not only knows what they're talking about, but also has the credibility and integrity to back it up. Building trust isn't something that happens overnight, but there are key things you can do to start establishing authority in your niche. Be consistent. Post content regularly. Whether it's videos, blogs, or social media updates, the more you show up, the more people will start to recognize you as a consistent source of value. Engage with your audience, respond to comments, ask for feedback, and really connect with your followers. This helps build trust, and it shows you care about their success. Share your expertise. Don't just talk about what you know. Prove it. Create case studies, share success stories, and provide practical advice that your audience can implement immediately. For me, building authority took time. I had to establish credibility in a crowded space, and I did that by consistently showing up, even when it felt like no one was watching. I shared my journey, gave advice that I knew worked from personal experience, and continued to improve my own skills so that I could offer the best value possible. You cannot build a personal brand today without leveraging social media. The good news is that platforms like Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and YouTube offer massive potential to grow your audience and increase your visibility. But the key is to use them wisely. When I first started using social media, I didn't have the right strategy. I would post sporadically with no clear message or direction. And as you can guess, it didn't get me far. It wasn't until I started creating a consistent presence and crafting my posts around my personal values and the value I wanted to deliver that things began to change. Here's how to effectively use social media for building your brand. Pick a platform. Don't try to master them all at once. Pick one platform to start with and master that. Once you have a handle on one, then expand. Be authentic. Don't fall into the trap of trying to mimic others. Be real. Your audience wants to connect with the real you, not a watered-down version. Share your journey. People don't just follow you for your content. They follow you for the journey you're on. Be transparent about your successes, your failures, and everything in between. This is where most people fail. Building a personal brand is not a one-and-done kind of thing. It requires consistency, and it requires authenticity. You cannot build a brand that lasts if you're constantly shifting your message or pretending to be something you're not. One of the biggest lessons I learned was the importance of staying true to myself, even when it seemed like it would be easier to follow trends or copy others. Authenticity is key. People can sense when you're being real, and they can also tell when you're just going through the motions. So here it is, the one thing that changed everything for me. The number one secret to rapidly growing your personal brand is being patient and persistent. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle, to want instant results. But the truth is, building a personal brand takes time. I know, it sounds simple, but it's the truth. I'm telling you this because, in my own journey, I was impatient. I wanted fast results, but it wasn't until I embraced the grind and trusted the process that my brand began to grow exponentially. You have to keep showing up, even when it feels like no one is listening. You have to keep putting in the work, even when you don't see immediate results. And most importantly, you have to keep refining your approach. The personal brand that you're building today might not look the same in 6 months, but that's part of the growth process. So now that you have the tools to start building your personal brand, it's time to take action. Don't just sit on this information. Put it into practice and start seeing the results for yourself. To help you on your journey, check out the description below for links to the Titan Toolbox tools, including ebooks and courses that can fast-track your success. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep building your personal brand. You're on the path to becoming a true Titan. Let's get to work.